Well, Bruce, I got your headliner on. It went very, very well. Look how nice and tight that is. Which you won't see that side of it, but that'll show you how tall it is. And then it's been stapled all the way down and glued all the way down and around. And it's very tight. And you can see all this is going underneath that top. So it was quite a build to build all this stuff. And then I got to put the top on. So look inside of it though. You can see how nice and tight it is. Just banjo string tight. Those are nice and tight. All your straps back here are nice and tight. The window opens perfectly and snaps right in there. And look at all that leather and how good all that's looking. It is really, really nice. So now I'm going to work on putting the insulation. I'm going to try to get some of your insulation on top of there. It's the Stealth Shield, and I've got it laying over here. And I'm going to lay it up there and kind of see how it does. But if it seems like I can't get it in between the liner and the roof, I may not put it on there. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how it lays on there. But yeah, so far so good. That thing is tight, tight, and nice. Here it is with the top on. We've got the top on there. David Tucker come out and stretched it out. He glued the Stealth Shield, heat shield products inside there, so it's in between the top and the headliner. And I think it worked as kind of like a filler and insulation. I mean, it's perfect. And the Landau bars are looking good. The strips that we got right here, I'm still waiting on those to come in. It's a rain gutter, so I have to see how that works out. And then I'm working on the glass. I've got a piece of plate glass in there right now, but I cracked it. It's so delicate, so I've ordered you a tempered glass coming. So it should be here like Thursday, and that's what I should have just done to begin with. I laminated that piece, but that 1/8-inch plate is just so delicate, and it's difficult putting that window in. And working on a different strip across the back. That Hitem strip is what came with the kit, and it seems a little too shiny, and I don't like it. So we're going to change that out to a different Hitem strip. David's going to custom make one. I think he's working on that now. And your Landau bars, you can see how good they look. But look how nice and tight that top is. David Tucker did a great job on that. Look how good that is. It's a lot of stapling too. See how many staples go in here. And then we've got a strip here that goes over this for the door to land against, and then a gutter to go over that, like these little pieces. And they had to nail these in there. And then that top go on top of that. A lot of work, because there's wood all in behind there. All this is hooked and wood fastened in there, and really a lot going on there. And then one more look at the inside. It's really coming together. You can see how that glass is. I hadn't cut the top out yet because I'm going to put the tempered glass in it. Leave that in there for about 2 or 3 days and kind of get it formed like that. And then I'll put the tempered glass in there, then cut the top out. But those little 14 screws right there, very hard to deal with. All right, Bruce. It's getting close now. I've had to wait on that piece of back glass to come in, so I'm not going to cut that out and put that back glass in until I get that new glass in place. I can just slip it right in there. But I'm going to go ahead and work on putting this onto the running gear. So it's a big day here. I've got it here in front of my lift. I'm going to push this one out. I'm going to get this one up on my lift and then shoehorn this up in there without a scratch. It's going to be wonderful. Here's the old frame dolly, body dolly, and it's been on that for a long time, and look, she's in the air. We're fixing to put it on the chassis. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna roll this chassis up under here and then lower her down onto it. And I'm fixing to drop her down. It looks so cool in 2 pieces, and it's been such a long road to get to this point. And then she'll be all together, and it looks so good. The color combination is unbelievable. Such a nice car. I've got a lot done since the last video. I've got the body set on there. I've got the set the hood on here, but I can't secure the body down yet 100% until I get all the stuff wrapped up in the engine bay, because when I put the hood sides on the hood, that's what I use to locate the body and the radiator support. So the radiator support has to be in an exact location to be able to make the hood strike in its exact location. And I have to have all the hood together with the latches and every bit of it to know where to set both of those. So when the hood side is on here, it's so in the way that I wanted to make it where I could open it to get all this wiring and stuff like that done. And I've got most of that done. And now that I've got most of that done, I got a little bit of wiring more to do today. Then I'll start leveling this body so I can lower it. I've got it up just a little high in the front, maybe a quarter inch or less, and I'll start bringing that down, start lining this front end up. The radiator support doesn't move a lot. It's kind of locked down here. I got a little bit of movement, but not much. So I'm going to try to use the body to lower it in the front, and then once I get it locked in, then I can put all the bolts and tighten all the body up. But I can't do the body until I get everything under this hood area and inside there, which it's quite a bit of wiring. I'll show you a little bit of the wiring I've done so far. But I've got I'm converting it from 6 volt to 12 volt, so I'm having to blend those two back together. I'm adding a different type of generator, or an alternator that looks like a generator, so the way it's powered and supplied is a little different. I'm adding cabin lights, trunk light, a wiper system, and every bit of that's a little out of the realm of the wiring harness that came with the car, so I'm having to design, fabricate, and blend all that together, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But it's really looking good. I love the color, and let me give you a little walk around, closer look at this thing. All right, here she is going together for the first time in I don't know how many years it's been apart, but here she is in all of her glory. And there's where I've been. I made me a little bed. I've been laying in there underneath that dash doing all that wiring, and there's a lot of wiring going on. You wouldn't think it'd be so much, but it's quite a bit of wiring, and then trying to do it without scratching anything, and I'm laying across it, and yeah, it's a lot. But under the dash here, I've kind of modified this fuse panel you got here. It was a lot longer, so I've cut it off and centered it up, and a lot of work on that firewall pad and getting all that in place. I've got 6 fuses in it that's going to run everything. I've got you right there, to the right is the ground. So there's a ground that's hooked straight to the body that runs straight to the battery, so we can ground everything we need. I've got it wired over here for lights. Fuel pump I've added. All that's got to be fused and grounded properly, so all your grounds will go down here. I've got you a ground tree right down here, and that's grounded straight to the battery, straight to the body. Everything, fuel pump and all that's going to be grounded through that. And then your wiper system I got over here, the turn signal system I've added. I've got your wires run through here. I've run that generator through the amp gauge, and we'll see how that works when I get all that done. But it is a lot of wiring, real tight quarters in there. I'm still waiting on the tempered glass to put in back here. That's extremely difficult. The screws have to be a certain length so they don't touch the outside, and they run into a little brass insert that's in there that's very delicate. So I've had to buy several screws, and I have to put one in, pull it up, take that out. There's 14 of them, and just keep pulling them down and pray not to scratch or hurt anything. I'm still waiting on trim for this. We've got to come up with something for that. I'm going to change this piece of trim. David Tucker's working on making a piece that's more the color of the fabric instead of that shiny. I don't like that hide on there. That's what come with it, but we're going to change that out. And then over here on the table, you can see what I'm working with here. This is all the different wiring systems, the fuse panel, the wiper system. This is the factory harness that came with it, and I'm just blending all those together and make you a good solid harness for it. These are your upper door moldings. I'm still a little unclear on what I want to do with them. They were really beat up bad and rusted out. And I've done some work on them and got them together, but I think I'm going to work them just a little more. You can see on the back side how rough they were. The other side was like that as well. But I think I'm going to do a little more body work on these and slick these up, because you do see that is right there, eye level of the door. It goes right here. So I'll probably slick those up just a little bit more. I didn't put a lot of time in for because I didn't think you'd see them, but you're going to see them when the door opens. So I'm going to do a little more body work on those and paint those again. Here's the speedometer I've been working on. Luckily I tested it. This is one we bought from Burt's, and I talked to them. We bought it. It's been quite a while back, and they were open to me just sending it back, and they're going to swap it out for me, thank goodness. So but what happened is that they put this sticker on here for the numbers, and it's so poorly installed that it's got lumps in it where it's not laid on there good, and then when it goes up to 30, it sticks, it touches in there. There's no way to fix that. And then these numbers are off. It just looks terrible. So hopefully they'll send us out a nice one for it. And I'm working on getting the hoods ready. I've got the chrome going on these hood side panels, and they really look good. And in between on here, I'm putting your insulator in between that, and it makes a nice little pad for that to sit on right there. And I think that's about it. It's a lot going on, but boy, it sure is a nice car. So I'm gonna get under here and do some more wiring, and then I'll work on getting that body set and getting those hoods done. Look how nice they look. And that piano hinge, where all that piano hinge was torn and ripped, and these sides were folded up. Yeah, it's pretty nice.